The train entered the tunnel with 100 people, but it exited with 101. Chapter 1. The Count. The train was called the Midnight Express. It moved through the night like a black snake. The wheels made a steady sound. Click, clack, click, clack. Inside, the lights were warm. Outside, the world was dark and cold. Detective Harding sat in his small room. He looked at his watch. The time was 11:45 p.m. He was not a passenger. He was working. This was a special job. The Midnight Express was a new train. It was very fast. It was also very safe. The train company wanted to show everyone how safe it was. Detective Harding was there to watch. He was a security consultant. His job was to count the people. He held a small metal counter in his hand. He clicked it. Click. The number 0 showed. He stood up. He left his room. He walked to the first car. The conductor, Mr. Evans, was waiting for him. Mr. Evans was a tall man with a gray mustache. He looked nervous. "Detective Harding," Mr. Evans said. "Are we ready?" "We are ready," Harding said. He looked at the passengers. They were sitting in soft red seats. Some were reading, some were sleeping. "Good," Mr. Evans said. "The tunnel is in 15 minutes. The Silent Mile Tunnel." The Silent Mile was a new tunnel. It was very long. It cut straight through a mountain. It would take the train exactly 3 minutes to pass through. Harding started to walk. He walked down the aisle. He looked at every passenger. One man, sleeping. Click. One woman, reading a book. Click. A child, looking out the window. Click. He moved slowly. He was very careful. He counted every person in car 1. There were 24 people. He walked to the next car. Swoosh. The door opened. He entered car 2. He counted again. Click. 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 This car was fuller. People were talking quietly. He counted 38 people. Total, 62. He walked to car 3. This was the dining car. People were drinking coffee. A waiter was cleaning a table. Harding counted the passengers. He also counted the staff. 18 people. Total, 80. He walked to car 4. The last car. This car was quiet. Most people were asleep. He counted carefully. Click. Click. He reached the end of the car. He looked at his counter. The number was 100. He counted the staff again. The conductor, Mr. Evans, and himself. That was 2. Wait. No. The conductor was staff. Harding was staff. The waiter was staff. He went back. Let's do this right. Car 1, 24 passengers. Car 2, 38 passengers. Car 3, 16 passengers, 2 staff. Waiters. Car 4, 20 passengers, train staff, 2 drivers. In the locked cabin, 2 guards, 1 at each end. Mr. Evans, conductor. Total, 24 plus 38 plus 16 plus 20 égale 98 passagers. Staff, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 égale 7 staff. Total people, 98 plus 7 égale 105. This was the wrong number. Harding sighed. He went back to Mr. Evans. "Mr. Evans, my count is wrong. I need the official list." Mr. Evans nodded. He looked worried. "The list says 100 people. Exactly. 100? Passengers and staff?" "Yes, Detective. 92 passengers. 8 staff." Harding looked at his list. Ah, he missed the second guard. He missed the second driver. He counted the waiters twice. "Okay," Harding said. "Let's walk together. We will count together. We have 10 minutes before the tunnel." They walked. This time, Mr. Evans pointed. Harding clicked. "Car 1. 22 passengers," Evans said. Harding counted. 22. Click. 22. Car 2. 36 passengers. Harding counted. 36. Click. 58. Car 3 dining. 15 passengers. 2 staff. Harding counted. 15. 2. Click. 75. Car 4. 17 passengers. Harding counted. 17. Click. 92. Now the staff, Evans said. 2 drivers. Locked in the cabin. 94. 2 guards. 1 in car 1, 1 in car 4. 96. You and me. 98. And the 2 waiters in car 3. We counted them. Harding stopped. Wait. 92 passengers. 2 drivers. 2 guards. You. Me. 2 waiters. 90. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 100. 100, Harding said. He showed Mr. Evans the counter. It said 100. Exactly, Mr. Evans said. He smiled. 100 souls, all safe. Harding looked at his watch. 11:59 p.m. The tunnel, Harding said. A loud horn blew. The train did not slow down. It rushed toward the black mouth in the mountain. The front of the train hit the darkness. Click, clack. Click, clack. Then, silence. The loud sound of the wind was gone. The train was inside the silent mile. The lights inside the car felt brighter. Outside the windows, there was only black. Perfect black. It was strange. The train was moving fast, but it felt like they were standing still. The air felt heavy. A passenger looked up. It is very quiet. That is why they call it the Silent Mile, Harding said. He stood by the door of car 4. Mr. Evans stood at the other end. The guards stood by the exits. Everything was locked. The train was a sealed tube. 1 minute passed. The silence was deep. Harding looked at his watch. 12 du matin. 2 minutes passed. Harding felt a strange feeling, a cold feeling. He looked down the aisle. Everyone was in their seat. A man was coughing. A baby was crying softly. 3 minutes. 12:02 a.m. Whoosh. Light. The train burst out of the tunnel. The sound of the wind returned. Click, clack. Click, clack. They were out. Mr. Evans let out a breath. See? Perfectly safe. Harding nodded. Good. Now. The second count. As we planned. Is it needed? Evans asked. It is the procedure, Harding said. We count before. We count after. To show that nobody got on. Nobody got off. Of course, Evans said. A perfect system. Harding reset his counter. Click. 0. He started again. Car 4. He walked. Click. 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 He counted 17 people. He checked his list. Correct. 17. He went to car 3. Swoosh. He counted 15 passengers, 2 staff. Click. Correct. 34. He went to car 2. He counted. Click. Click. He stopped. He counted again. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37. There was one extra. Harding stopped. He looked at the passengers. They all looked the same. Sleeping, reading. Mr. Evans, he called. Evans walked over. What is it? I count 37 passengers in this car, Harding said. No, Evans said. That is wrong. It is 36. Look at my list. I know the list, Harding said, but I count 37. They counted together. 34, 35, 36. They pointed to a man in a dark coat. He was sitting by the window. He was looking out at the night. And 37. Mr. Evans looked confused. Who is that? He is not on my list for this car. Let's finish the count, Harding said. His voice was hard. They went to car 1. 22 passengers. Correct. 37 plus 17 plus 34 plus 22 equals 110? No. Let's restart. Car 4, 17. Car 3, 1715 plus 2. Car 2, 37. Car 1, 22. Staff drivers, guards, Evans, Harding. 6. Total. 17 plus 17 plus 30, 7 plus 20, 2 plus 6 equals 99. Wait. The count is broken. Harding was shaking. Stop. We start from the front. My counter only. You watch. Harding went to car 1. Click. Click. 22. 22. Car 2. Click. Click. 37. 59. Car 3. Click. Click. 17. 76. Car 4. Click. Click. 17. 93. Drivers. 95. Guards. 97. Evans. 98. Harding. 99. Wait. The 2 waiters were in car 3. He counted them. The drivers, 95. The guards, 97. Evans, 98. Harding, 99. Total, 99. Harding looked at the counter. 99. We lost one person? Evans whispered. He looked pale. No, Harding said. My count before was 100. Your count was 100. 90, 2 passengers, 8 staff. He checked the staff again. 2 drivers, 2 guards, 2 waiters, Evans, Harding, total 8. He checked the passengers. Car 1, 22. List, 22. Car 2, 37. List, 36. Car 3, 15. List, 15. Car 4, 17. List, 17. Total passengers, 20, 2, plus 30, 7 plus 15 plus 17 equals 91. Wait, Harding's head hurt. Let's be simple. Passenger list, 92. Staff list, ought. Toodle before tunnel, 100. Harding counted 100. Evans counted 100. Now, passenger count. Harding. Car 1, 22. Okay. Car 2, 37. 1 extra. Car 3, 15. Okay. Car 4, 17. Okay. Total passengers now, 91. Harding frowned. This is impossible. The list says 92 passengers. My new count is 91. But you said car 2 has extra, Evans said. Let me count car 2 again. Just car 2. Harding walked into car 2. He held the list. He checked every name. Mr. Smith, check. Mrs. Abel, check. Mr. Cole, check. He checked all 36 names. All 36 people were there. He looked at the 37th man, the man in the dark coat. He is the extra one, Harding said. So the total is 93 passengers? Evans said. No, Harding said. My total count is 91 passengers. How? If car 2 has 37, and the list says 36, that is 1 extra. 92 plus 1 equals 93 passengers. But my counter says 91, Harding said. He was angry. He counted the whole train one last time. Car 1, 22, car 2, 37, car 3, 15, car 4, 17. Total passengers, 22, plus 37, plus 15 plus 17, égale 91. Staff, 8. Total people, 99. Harding stared at the number, 99. We entered with 100, he whispered. We exited with 99. But you said there was an extra man, Evans said, his voice shaking. There is, Harding said. Car 2 has 37 people. It should have 36. That is 1 extra. But the total count is 1 less, Evans said. Harding looked at the conductor. The fear was cold on his face. Wait, Harding said. He looked at his list for car 2. 36 names. He looked at his list for car 4. 17 names. He looked at his list for car 1. 22 names. He looked at his list for car 3. 15 names. Total. 36 plus 17 plus 22 plus 15 equals 90. Harding stopped breathing. The list said 92 passengers. His list total was 90 passengers. Evans, Harding said, where is the full manifest? The list I have. The totals are wrong. Evans pulled a paper from his pocket. This is the official manifest. 92 passengers. Harding looked. Car 1, 22. Car 2, 36. Car 3, 17. Car 4, 17. Total, 92. My list, Harding said. My list says 15 for car 3. They ran to car 3. Harding counted. 15 passengers. Evans counted. 15. The manifest said 17 passengers were in car 3. 2 people are missing from car 3, Evans said. And 1 person is extra in car 2, Harding said. The train rushed through the night. We entered the tunnel with 100 people, Harding said. We exited with 99. 2 people are gone, and 1 new person is here. Harding looked at Mr. Evans. Lock the train, Harding said. Nobody moves between cars. The train did not stop. The tunnel was sealed. This is impossible. He started walking toward car 2. He had to talk to the extra man, the man who appeared from nowhere. Chapter 2. The man who wasn't there. Detective Harding's heart was cold. He was a man of logic. He liked numbers. 1, 2, 3. He liked facts. Fact A, Fact B, Fact C. The facts were: Fact A, 100 people entered the tunnel. Fact B, 99 people exited the tunnel. Fact C, 2 people from car 3 were missing. Fact D, 1 new man was in car 2. These facts did not make sense together. 100 minus 2 equals 98. 98 plus 1 equals 99. The math was correct, but the situation was impossible. A train is a locked box. A tunnel is solid rock. Harding walked toward car 2. Mr. Evans followed him. Evans was a small, nervous man. He was wiping his face with a white cloth. This is bad, detective. Very bad for the company. Quiet, Harding said. We must be calm. The passengers must not panic. They entered car 2. The car was quiet. People were talking. Some were trying to sleep. They did not know about the problem. Not yet. Harding saw the man. He was sitting in seat 23B. It was a window seat. The man was thin. He wore a dark gray coat. The coat was simple. It had no special design. His hair was dark and wet. Harding stood in the aisle. He looked at the man. The man did not look back. He just watched the dark countryside pass by. The train was moving very fast. The trees outside were black shapes. Sir, Harding said. His voice was firm. The man did not move. Sir, Harding said again, louder. I need to speak with you. The man turned his head slowly. His face was pale, very pale. His eyes were wide and blue. He looked confused. He looked like a man who just woke up from a bad dream. Me? The man whispered. His voice was soft. Yes, sir. I am Detective Harding. I am in charge of security on this train. I need to see your ticket. The man looked down at his hands. He looked at his coat. He checked his pockets. First the left pocket, then the right pocket. His hands were shaking. I don't have a ticket, the man said. Mr. Evans made a small sound. No ticket. He is a stowaway. Quiet, Evans, Harding said. He kept his eyes on the man. What is your name, sir? The man looked at Harding. His blue eyes were empty. My name, he repeated. He closed his eyes. He seemed to be thinking very hard. I don't know. A cold feeling moved down Harding's back. This was not a normal stowaway. You don't know your name? Harding asked. I can't remember, the man whispered. He looked afraid. I can't remember anything. Where am I? You are on the Midnight Express, Harding said. We just passed through the Silent Mile tunnel. The man's eyes opened wider. The tunnel, he said. Yes. I remember. Darkness. It was so dark. How did you get on this train, sir? Harding asked. I was running, the man said. He was breathing faster now. I was running. It was dark and cold. I was running from something. Running from what? I don't know, the man cried. He put his face in his hands. I just ran. Then there was a light and a loud sound, and I was here, in this seat. The other passengers in car 2 were watching now. They were whispering. Harding looked at the window by the man's seat. It was locked. All windows on the Midnight Express were sealed. They could not be opened. He looked at the doors. They were locked. The train was a sealed tube. Harding looked down at the man's shoes. They were dark leather shoes. They were old and worn, and they were covered in wet, dark mud. Mud, Harding said. Mr. Evans leaned in. Mud? Where did he get mud? The floor of the train was clean. It was covered in a red carpet. There was no mud anywhere on the train. Sir, Harding said to the man. Where did this mud come from? The man looked at his shoes. He seemed surprised to see the mud. I don't know, he said. The ground was wet when I was running. Harding touched the man's coat. The shoulder was damp. It was cold. Cold like the air inside the mountain tunnel. This was impossible. Did this man get on the train inside the tunnel? Harding knew the tunnel. It was new. It was solid rock. There were no secret doors, no stops. Harding turned to the passenger sitting near the man. He pointed to an older woman in seat 22 amperes. Ma'am, Harding said, did you see this man before we entered the tunnel? The woman shook her head. No, detective. That seat was empty. I am sure. I put my bag there. Where is your bag now? Why? On my lap, she said. When we left the tunnel, he was just sitting there. I thought he came from the bathroom. Harding looked at the man again. The man with no name. The man with mud on his shoes. The man who appeared from nowhere. He was the +1. Harding. Sir, you must come with me. We have a room for you. The man nodded. He did not fight. He seemed weak. He stood up. Harding and the guard took the man by the arms. They walked him to Harding's small security room. They sat him on a chair. Stay here, Harding said. The guard will be outside. The man just nodded. He looked at the floor. Harding closed the door. He looked at Mr. Evans. This is a mystery, Evans said. This is a problem, Harding said. He is one part of the problem. Now, we find the other part. The missing people, Evans whispered. The missing too, Harding said. He left the guard at the door and walked toward car 3. He had to find Mr. and Mrs. Croft. Or he had to find where they were. This train was a locked box. People do not just appear, and people do not just vanish. Harding walked faster. The click-clack of the wheels sounded like a clock. Click-clack, click-clack. He felt like time was running out. He did not know why, but the cold, damp coat of the new man, it felt like the tunnel itself. It felt like death. Harding pushed the door to car 3. The dining car. He had to find where 2 people disappeared. Chapter 3. The empty table. The dining car was quiet. Most passengers had finished their late dinner. They were back in their seats. Only 2 waiters were in the car. They were cleaning tables. They looked young and nervous. Harding walked to the center of the car. "Mr. Evans," Harding said, "show me the manifest for this car." Evans gave him the paper. Harding looked at the list. Mr. and Mrs. Croft. Table 7. Harding found table 7. It was a small table for 2, near a large window. The table was empty, but it was not clean. There were 2 coffee cups on the table. Harding touched one. It was still warm. There was a small plate with 1 cookie. There was a folded newspaper, and, on the seat, there was a woman's handbag. It was dark blue leather. Harding felt a chill. "They were here," he said. He looked at the 2 waiters. "You?" Harding said to the taller waiter. "When did you last see the people at this table?" The waiter, a young man named Thomas, stopped cleaning. "Mr. and Mrs. Croft, sir?" Thomas said. "I saw them right before the tunnel, just before." "Tell me exactly," Harding said. I brought them coffee, 2 black coffees. Mrs. Croft asked for a cookie. I brought it. And then I asked if they needed anything else." Mrs. Croft smiled. She said, "No, thank you. We are fine." Mr. Croft was reading his newspaper. "Did they seem nervous? Afraid?" Harding asked. Thomas thought for a moment. "No, sir. They seemed normal. Just a husband and wife. Quiet." "When did you see them last?" "Right then. The train horn blew. We were at the mouth of the tunnel. I went back to the kitchen. We have to secure the dishes before the tunnel." "And you saw them enter the tunnel?" "Yes, sir. They were sitting right here." "The train went dark." "I mean, outside went dark. Then I went to the kitchen." The kitchen was a small room at the end of car 3. "How long were you in the kitchen?" Harding asked. "The whole time, sir." 3 minutes. Me and David." He pointed to the other waiter. "And when you came out?" "I came out when we left the tunnel. The lights. The Sunday. Not sun. The moon. The sound came back. And the table? It was empty. David," the other waiter said. "We thought they went to the bathroom. Or back to their room." Harding looked at the handbag on the seat. "A woman does not go to the bathroom without her handbag," Harding said. He looked at Mr. Evans. "Where were their seats?" Evans checked the manifest. "Car 4. Room 12 amperes. It is a sleeper room." "Let's go," Harding said. Loksar. Evans checked the manifest. They walked through the rest of car 3. They passed the bathrooms. "Wait," Harding said. He pushed open the door to the men's bathroom. Empty. He pushed open the door to the women's bathroom. Empty. He looked at Evans. Evans' face was white. "Maybe they are in their room," Evans said. His voice was weak. They walked to car 4. This car was very quiet. It was the sleeper car. The doors to the rooms were all closed. They found room 12 amperes. Harding knocked. "Mr. Croft? Mrs. Croft?" Silence. He knocked again, louder. "Mr. Croft, this is Detective Harding." Only the sound of the train wheels. Click-clack, click-clack. Harding turned to Evans. "Open it. Use the master key." Evans fumbled with his keys. His hands were shaking. He found the key. He put it in the lock. Click. Harding pushed the door open. The room was dark. Harding turned on the light. The room was empty. The beds were perfectly made. No one had slept in them. But the room was not empty. On the floor, by the wall, were two large suitcases, a brown one and a black one. Harding looked at the luggage tags. A. Croft, E. Croft. "Their luggage is here," Harding whispered. "They boarded the train. They checked into their room. They went to the dining car. They ordered coffee. They entered the tunnel, and they vanished." Evans leaned against the wall. "This is a nightmare, a ghost train." "Stop it," Harding said. "Ghosts are not real. Facts are real. The fact is, they are not here." Harding looked around the small room. He looked at the window, sealed shut. He looked at the door. He had to unlock it. He looked at the ceiling. There was a small metal grate, a ventilation shaft. Harding pointed. "The vents." Evans shook his head. "Impossible. It is 20 centimeters wide. A cat could not get through. Not an adult." Harding knew he was right. "So where did they go?" Evans asked. Harding was silent. He walked back to the dining car. Evans followed. They stood at table 7. The coffee was cold now. Harding looked at the handbag. "This is evidence." He carefully opened the blue handbag. Inside, there was a wallet. Harding opened it. He saw a driver's license. A picture of a smiling woman, Elizabeth Croft. There was money, credit cards. There was also a small red notebook. Harding took the notebook. He opened it. Most pages were empty. He turned to the last page. There was writing. It was in blue ink. The writing was messy. It was fast. It was not neat. It was the writing of a person who was very, very afraid. Harding read the words. "He found us. I knew he would. The new train, the new name. It was not enough. He is on the train. I saw him in car 2. We cannot let him find us. We have to go. The tunnel is the only way. The river. God help us." Harding read the note again. "He is on the train. I saw him in car 2. Harding's blood turned to ice. He thought of the man in the security room. The man with no name. The man with the wet, muddy shoes. The +1. "Evans," Harding said. "They were not taken." "What?" "They ran," Harding whispered. "They ran." "Ran where?" Evans almost shouted. "We were in a tunnel. Solid rock." The note said, "The tunnel is the only way. The river." Harding remembered the plans for the Silent Mile tunnel. The tunnel was long. The tunnel was long and deep, and it passed directly over an old underground river. "Evans," Harding said, "call the next station. Tell them to stop the train. We have 2 missing people." And one extra, Evans said. Yes, Harding said. 2 missing, 1 found. Harding looked at the note. He found us. He looked toward car 2. Did Mr. and Mrs. Croft jump? From a moving train? Inside a tunnel? And if they jumped, did the other man, the man from car 2, jump after them or before them? The puzzle was getting darker, and the train, the Midnight Express, just kept moving. Click-clack, click-clack, click-clack. Chapter 4. The Red Notebook. Detective Harding was not a man who believed in panic. He believed in order. He needed to put the pieces on the table. Piece 1. Mr. and Mrs. Croft. They were at table 7. They were afraid of someone. The note in the handbag said so. He found us. I saw him in car 2. Piece 2. The man from car 2. The man with no name and wet, muddy shoes. He appeared in an empty seat. He said he was running. Piece 3. The tunnel. The silent mile. It was built over an old underground river. Mrs. Croft's note said, "The tunnel is the only way." The river. Harding stood in the dining car. The coffee cups from table 7 were cold. "Evans," Harding said, "lock this car. This is a crime scene." "A crime?" Evans whispered. "What crime? Did they jump?" "I don't know," Harding said. "Maybe they jumped. Maybe they were pushed. Or maybe they are hiding." "Hiding? Where?" "A train is a long box," Harding said. "There are many small places, luggage holds, staff closets. We must search the train. Every inch. From front to back." Harding went back to his small security room. The guard stood outside. Harding opened the door. The man with no name was still sitting on the chair. He looked up. His blue eyes were still empty and afraid. "Tell me about the river," Harding said. The man frowned. "The river? You were running. You were in the dark. You said your shoes were muddy. Was there a river?" The man closed his eyes. He was trying to remember. "Water," he whispered. "Yes. I hear. Water. Loud water. Roaring." "You were in the tunnel, weren't you?" Harding asked. I think so. It was dark rock. And cold. So cold. "Who were you running from?" "I don't know," the man said. "I just knew I had to run." He was angry. "He?" Harding leaned closer. "Who was angry?" The man started to shake. I can't see his face. Just a shadow. A big shadow. And the noise. "The noise of the train?" "No," the man said. "The noise of the water. The river." Harding was frustrated. This man knew nothing. Or he was a very good actor. Harding looked at the man's wet, dark coat. "Take off your coat," Harding said. The man did. Underneath, he wore a simple gray shirt. Harding took the coat. It was heavy. He checked the pockets. In the left pocket, he found nothing. In the right pocket, his fingers touched something small and hard. He pulled it out. It was a small brass button. It was old. It had a design on it. A small bird. An eagle, maybe. "What is this?" Harding asked. The man looked at the button. He shook his head. I've never seen that. Harding looked at the button. It did not come from the man's coat. It did not come from the train seats. It was a clue. But a clue to what? Harding put the button in his own pocket. "Guard," he called. The guard opened the door. "Stay with this man. Do not leave him. Do not let him talk to anyone." "Yes, sir." Harding left the room. He had to search the train. He started in car 1. He and Mr. Evans. They checked every luggage rack. They checked every bathroom. They checked every closet. Nothing. The passengers were nervous. They were whispering. "What is happening? Why is the detective searching?" "Routine security check," Harding said. His voice was loud and calm. "Please, stay in your seats." He moved to car 2. He searched again. Luggage, bathrooms, closets, nothing. He moved to car 3, the dining car. He searched the kitchen. It was a small, metal room. He opened cupboards, pots, pans, food. No people. He looked in the refrigerator. Cold, empty of people. He looked in the pantry. Sacks of flour, cans of vegetables. Nothing. He moved to car 4. The sleeper car. This was harder. Every room was locked. Harding and Evans had to knock on every door. Security check. People were angry. They were in their pajamas. "What is this?" an old man shouted. "We must check your room, sir. Quickly." Harding looked under the beds. He looked in the small closets. He looked in the private bathrooms. Room 1. Nothing. Room 2. Nothing. Room 3. Nothing. They searched all 15 rooms. It took 1 hour. The train was now close to the next station. They finished the search. Mr. and Mrs. Croft were not on the train. Harding stood in the hallway of car 4. He felt defeated. "They are gone, Evans," Harding said. "They vanished." "The note," Evans said. "The note in the handbag. It said the river. They must have jumped." "How?" Harding said. "How do you jump from a sealed train inside a tunnel?" "I don't know," Evans said. "Maybe a window? All windows are sealed." "A door?" "All doors were locked. My guards were watching. You were watching. I was watching." Harding stopped. He thought about the tunnel, the silent mile. It was new, but the mountain was old. "Evans," Harding said, "get me the plans for the tunnel. You must have them. In the driver's cabin." "The plans? Why?" "I need to see the inside of the tunnel. I need to see the river." Evans ran to the front of the train. Harding went back to the dining car. Table 7. He picked up the red notebook again. "He found us. I knew he would. He is on the train. I saw him in car 2. The man in car 2. The man with no name. Was he the one they were afraid of? But he was also in the tunnel. He was also running. He said he was running from a shadow. What if? What if there were 4 people in the tunnel? Croft. Mrs. Croft. The man with no name. And the shadow. Evans came running back. He was holding a large, rolled-up paper. "The plans," he said, breathing hard. Harding took the paper. He unrolled it on table 7. He saw the drawing of the tunnel. A long, straight line. He saw the mountain, and he saw the river. It was an old underground cavern. The tunnel did not touch the river. It passed about 10 meters above it. "See?" Evans said. "They could not jump into the river. They would fall onto the rocks." Harding looked closer. His finger traced the line of the tunnel. About halfway through, there was a small mark. It was labeled Old Maintenance Access, Shaft 4, sealed. "What is this?" Harding pointed. "Shaft 4. "It is an old work tunnel," Evans said. "From when they built the tunnel, it goes down to the river for drainage, but it is sealed. The plans say sealed." Harding looked at the mark. "Sealed with what? Concrete? Or a door?" "I don't know," Evans said. Harding stood up. He felt a sudden, terrible idea. "The waiters?" Harding said. "In the kitchen. They said they were in the kitchen for 3 minutes, the whole time." "Yes," Evans said. "Let's go to the kitchen." Harding walked into the small metal kitchen. The 2 waiters, Thomas and David, were standing there. They looked pale. "Show me," Harding said. "Show me what you did during the 3 minutes in the tunnel." We secured the dishes," Thomas said. He pointed to a metal cart. "We put the cart here. We locked its wheels. And then, we waited," David said. "It is the rule. We stand against this wall." Harding looked at the wall. It was flat metal. He looked at the floor. It was also metal. Harding got on his knees. He looked at the floor. The floor was made of metal panels. 1 panel, 2 panels, 3 panels, 1 panel. The one in the corner had a very thin line around it. It was a door, a trap door. "What is this?" Harding asked. Thomas and David looked at each other. They said nothing. Harding put his fingers in the crack. He pulled. The door was heavy. It opened with a hiss. Underneath, there was a dark, cold space. And a ladder. The ladder went down into the darkness. Harding looked at the 2 waiters. "You knew this was here," Harding said. Thomas was shaking. It is for emergency escape. Only for staff." Harding looked down the dark hole. He could feel a cold draft. He could hear a faint sound. It was the sound of rushing water, the sound of the river. "This," Harding whispered. "This is how they left." He looked at the waiters. "Did you help them?" "No," Thomas cried. We were told to stay in the kitchen. A man. He paid us. He paid us $100, he said. Stay in the kitchen for 3 minutes. Lock the door, and tell no one about this hatch." "Who?" Harding demanded. "Who paid you?" I don't know his name," David said. He was a passenger. Mr. Croft. Chapter 5. The second man. The train was loud. Click-clack, click-clack. But in Harding's mind, there was a terrible silence. Mr. Croft. Mr. Croft paid the waiters. He knew about the escape hatch. He and his wife. They were not taken. They escaped. They climbed down that ladder. Into the dark. Why? The note. He found us. They were running from someone. Someone on the train. And the man with no name. The man in car 2. He was running too. Harding's head was spinning. He went back to the security room. He opened the door. The man with no name was still there. He was rocking back and forth. The note was a lie, Harding said. The man looked up. What? Mrs. Croft's note. She said she saw the man in car 2. She was afraid of you. The man's eyes filled with tears. No. I don't know them. You do, Harding said. His voice was cold. You were all in the tunnel. You, Mr. Croft, and Mrs. Croft. No. I was alone. I was running from the shadow. Was the shadow Mr. Croft? I don't know, the man cried. Harding was tired. He looked at the small brass button in his hand, the button with the bird. He looked at the man's simple gray shirt. This was not adding up. Evans, Harding said. The train must stop. At the next station, I am calling the police. We have 2 missing, 1 found, and a crime scene. Yes, detective, Evans said. He ran to the radio. Harding stood in the hallway. He looked at the passengers. They were all afraid. They knew something was wrong. He had to find the truth. Before the train stopped, he went back to the kitchen. He looked at the hatch. The cold air was still coming up. He looked at the plans for the tunnel. The hatch led to shaft 4. Shaft 4 led to the river. Mr. and Mrs. Croft. They climbed down. They were running. The man with no name. He climbed up. He was running. This meant they were all down there. Together. In the dark. With the roaring water. What happened down there? Harding looked at the hatch again. He saw something. On the metal edge of the door. It was small. It was dark red. He touched it. It was wet. Harding smelled his finger. It was the coppery smell of blood. Evans, Harding said. His voice was low. Get my medical kit. Now. There was blood on the hatch. Someone was hurt. Harding looked at the man with no name. He had no cuts. He looked at the waiters. They were not hurt. The blood. It must be from the Crofts. Or from the shadow. The train horn blew. Whoom. They were arriving at the station. The train was slowing down. Harding felt a wave of relief. The police would handle this. This was too big. The train stopped. The doors opened. Cold night air filled the train. 2 police officers were on the platform. They were tall and wore dark blue uniforms. Detective Harding? One officer asked. Yes, Harding said. I am Harding. We have a situation. 2 missing. 1. Harding stopped. He was looking at the officer's uniform. On the officer's jacket, there were brass buttons. And on the buttons was a small bird. An eagle. The same button that was in the pocket of the man with no name. Harding's hand went to his pocket. He felt the small, cold button. The officer smiled. A situation, you said? Yes, Harding said. He was thinking fast. A medical emergency. A man had a heart attack. We have him in the security room. The officer's smile faded. A heart attack? We were told. A different story. The radio call was panicked, Harding said. It is under control. We must see the man, the second officer said. Of course, Harding said. This way. Harding walked. The two officers followed him. Mr. Evans stayed behind. He looked confused. Harding walked to the security room. The guard was still outside. The man with no name was inside. Harding opened the door. He is in here, Harding said. The two officers walked into the small room. The man with no name looked up. When he saw the officers' uniforms, his face turned white. He screamed, "No, not you. It's you. You are the shadow." The first officer did not look at Harding. He looked at the man. "You are a difficult man to find, Mr. Croft," the officer said. Harding froze. "Mr. Croft?" The man with no name. Was Mr. Croft? The first officer smiled at Harding. "Thank you, Detective. You found our missing witness." "Witness?" Harding said. "Mr. Alan Croft," the officer said, pointing at the shaking man. "He was supposed to testify against my associates." He ran. "But his wife?" Harding said. "His wife?" The officer laughed. "Elizabeth? She is the smart one. She is the one who called us. She told us which train. She told us about the hatch. A very good deal." Harding finally understood. There was no Mr. and Mrs. Croft running. There was just Mr. Croft, running from his wife. And his wife was running the show. "So, the blood on the hatch?" Harding asked. "Mr. Croft. He did not want to come with us," the officer said. "He fought. My partner. He hit him. Too hard. Maybe." The officer looked at Mr. Croft. He hit his head. He must have forgotten who he was. "And you?" Harding said. "You are not police." "We are. Problem solvers," the officer said. He put his hand inside his coat. "And the man in car too?" Harding asked. "The extra man? The one who appeared?" The first officer frowned. "What extra man? We only came for him. We came up the hatch. He ran. He must have run into the car." "No," Harding said. "He was the extra man. I counted 101. The officer stopped. 101? No. There was you. 98 passengers. 8 staff. 100. Harding shook his head. "No, the count was 100. Then it was 101. Wait." Harding checked his list. 90. 2 passengers. 8 staff. Wait. The manifest. 90. 2 passengers. My count. 90. 1. 91 passagers plus 8 staff égale 99. And the man. Mr. Croft. He was the 100th. But where was the 101st? My count was wrong. 100 entered. 100 exited. No. Wait. Harding's head hurt. Let's be simple. Before, 100 people. 90. 2 pass. 8 staff. After, 99 people. 90. 1 pass. 8 staff. Mr. Croft. Was he a passenger? Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Croft. So, 92 passenger. After, Mrs. Croft is gone. -1. 90. 1 passengers. Mr. Croft. He stayed on the train. He just lost his memory. So, 91 passengers. Wait. Harding was confused. Let's use the facts. Fact 1. 100 people enter. 90. 2 pass plus 8 staff. Fact 2. Mrs. Croft leaves. Down the hatch. Fact 3. 2 fake police officers enter. Up the hatch. Fact 4. Mr. Croft runs from them, hits his head, hides in car 2. So, 100 minus 1 Mrs. Croft plus 2 fake cops equals 101. The count was 101. Harding had been right. He was standing in a room with Mr. Croft and the 2 men who came up the hatch. The shadows. You are the 101st and 102nd person, Harding whispered. The officer stopped smiling. You are too smart, detective. He pulled his hand from his coat. He was holding a gun. The train is moving, the officer said. We are going to the next stop. You and Mr. Croft. You are going to get off the train. Quietly. Harding looked at the gun. He was a security consultant. He was not a hero. He just liked numbers. The numbers were 101, and 2 of them had guns. This was a bad number. Chapter 6. The emergency brake. The room was small. The air was thick. There were 4 men. Harding, the detective. Mr. Croft, the man who lost his memory, and the 2 fake police officers, the 2 shadows. One officer held a black gun. His name was Jones. The other officer was Smith. The train was moving again. Fast. Click-clack, click-clack. It was a drumbeat. You are smart, detective, Jones said. He was the one with the gun. Too smart. Harding stayed calm. His heart was a cold stone. What is the plan? Harding asked. He spoke slowly. His voice was low. The plan is simple, Jones said. The train will make a utility stop. A small station. No police. We get off. You and Mr. Croft, you get off with us. A car will be waiting. And then? Harding asked. Jones smiled. It was not a nice smile. And then, you and Mr. Croft, you will disappear, like Mrs. Croft. Mr. Croft was shaking. Elizabeth, my wife, she did this? She did, Jones said. She wanted the money. All of it. She is smarter than you, Mr. Croft. She knew you were running. She hired us to find you. She told us about the hatch in the kitchen. She told us everything. But she is gone, Mr. Croft whispered. Yes, Jones said. She is gone. She is waiting for the money. But we have a new plan. We will take you. We will get the money from her. A better deal for us. Harding looked at the men. They were not just criminals. They were professionals. They were organized. But Harding was also a professional. He was a man of systems, a man of trains. He knew this train. He knew every part. You must open the door, Harding said. Why? Jones asked. The guard. My guard is outside. He will be suspicious if I stay in here too long. We must act normal. Jones thought, he is right. Smith, open the door. We will walk. We will walk to the exit door at the end of car 2. We will wait there. Smith nodded. He put his hand on the door handle. Harding got ready. His body was tense. Smith opened the door. The real guard was standing there. "Sir? Is everything?" Smith did not wait. He was fast. He hit the guard in the stomach. The guard gasped. Smith hit him on the head. The guard fell to the floor. He did not move. A passenger in car 1 saw it. A woman. She opened her mouth to scream. Jones pointed the gun at her. "Quiet." The woman froze. She started to cry silently. The whole car was silent. The only sound was the click-clack of the wheels. "Now we walk," Jones said. He pushed the gun into Harding's back. "You," he said to Smith. "Bring Croft." They walked out of the small security room. They were in car 1. They had to walk through car 1, then through car 2. Harding walked slowly. 1 step. 2 steps. He looked at the passengers. They were afraid. Their faces were white. He looked at the walls of the train, the warm lights, the red carpet, and he saw it on the wall between the cars. A small red box. Inside the box was a metal handle. The emergency brake. Harding knew the rule. Never pull the brake. It is dangerous. The train stops too fast. People get hurt. But now, it was the only way. They needed a distraction. They reached the end of car 1. Smith was pushing Mr. Croft. Mr. Croft was stumbling. He was still confused, but he was also angry. "She lied to me." "Mr. Croft whispered. "My whole life. A lie." "Shut up and walk," Smith said. They were at the door between cars. The red box was there, 3 steps away. Harding stopped. Jones pushed the gun harder into his back. "Move, old man." "No," Harding said. "What?" Harding turned slowly. He looked at Mr. Croft. "Mr. Croft," Harding said. His voice was loud. "Your wife? She did not just betray you. She is the one who killed your partner. That is the money, isn't it? She took it all." Harding was guessing. He was bluffing. He was trying to light a fire. It worked. Mr. Croft's eyes went wide. He remembered. The company. Yes. She. He turned. He was not a weak man anymore. He was a man with nothing to lose. "Mr. Croft roared. He grabbed Smith. He bit Smith's hand. Smith screamed. It was the distraction. 1 second. That was all Harding needed. Harding did not run. He did not fight. He took 3 fast steps. He smashed the glass on the red box. He pulled the metal handle down. Pull. The sound was terrible. It was not a click-clack. It was a scree-ee-ah, a horrible, loud metal scream. The train shook. It was violent. The floor jumped. Everyone fell. Harding fell. The fake cops fell. The passengers fell from their seats. Luggage fell from the racks. Jones, the fake cop, lost his gun. Harding saw it. The black gun. It was sliding on the red carpet. It slid under a seat. Smith, the other cop, saw it too. The train was still screaming. It was slowing down. Fast. Harding got to his knees. Smith got to his knees. They both looked at the seat. They both knew where the gun was. The train finally stopped. Silence. The silence was heavy. Then, people started to cry. Harding moved. He crawled toward the seat. Smith moved. He crawled faster. Smith was younger. He got there first. He reached under the seat. His hand came out. He was holding the gun. He stood up. He pointed the gun at Harding. "Bad move, detective," Smith whispered. He was breathing hard. "Very bad move." Harding was on the floor. He looked up at the gun. The game was over. Chapter 7. The Real Count. Harding was on his knees. The gun was pointed at his face. Smith was smiling. The other fake cop, Jones, was getting up. He grabbed Mr. Croft. "You pulled the brake," Smith said. "You stopped the train. But you stopped it in the middle of nowhere. Look outside." Harding looked out the window. Darkness. Black fields. No station. No police. "You just made it easier for us?" Smith said. "Now we can leave. No witnesses." He pointed the gun at Harding's head. "Thank you, detective." Harding closed his eyes. Swoosh. The door at the end of the car opened. Harding opened his eyes. Mr. Evans, the conductor, was standing there. He was not alone. Behind him were the two real train guards. The guard who was hit, he was still on the floor. But these were the other two guards. The guards from Car 1 and Car 4. They were big men. They were holding heavy, black clubs. "Drop it," the first guard said. His voice was deep. Smith laughed. "You have clubs. I have a gun. Go away." "The police are called," Mr. Evans said. His voice was shaking, but he stood tall. "When you pulled the brake, a signal was sent. The real police. They know where we are. They are coming." "You are lying," Jones said. He was holding Mr. Croft. "Am I?" Mr. Evans said. Harding saw his chance. It was small. He was still on the floor. Smith was looking at Evans. Jones was looking at Evans. "He is lying," Harding said. Smith looked down at Harding. "What?" "Evans is lying," Harding said. "But he is not the problem." Harding looked at Jones. "The fake cop holding Mr. Croft. Your partner is the problem," Harding said. "What?" Smith said. "Look at him," Harding said. "The blood. On the hatch. That was your blood, wasn't it, Jones?" "Mr. Croft. He fought you in the tunnel. You are hurt." Jones looked surprised. He touched his side. His hand was wet with blood. "And Mrs. Croft," Harding continued. He was just talking, buying time. "She betrayed her husband. She will betray you. She gets the money. You get nothing. She probably called the police herself to clean up all the problems." Jones looked at Smith. Doubt, fear, that was it. The professional criminals. They did not trust each other. "He is lying," Smith shouted. But he looked at Jones. In that second, that 1 second of doubt, the guards moved. They did not wait. The first guard ran at Smith. He hit Smith's arm with the club. Crack. The gun fired. Bang! The bullet hit the ceiling. Smith screamed. The gun fell. The second guard ran at Jones. He hit Jones in the legs. Jones fell. Mr. Croft rolled away. The fight was over in 5 seconds. The 2 fake cops were on the floor. The guards were on top of them. It was finished. Harding got up. He was slow. His body hurt. He walked over. He picked up the gun. He looked at Mr. Croft. The man was sitting against a seat. He was crying. Not from fear. From relief. It's over, Mr. Croft said. It's over, Harding said. He handed the gun to Mr. Evans. The train was silent. Then in the distance, a new sound. A siren. Woo, woo. Mr. Evans looked at Harding. I was not lying, detective. Harding smiled. A small, tired smile. The real police came. They took the 2 fake cops. They were named Marks and Allen. They were wanted for many crimes. The police took Mr. Croft. They would protect him. He was a witness. The train started again, very slowly. It moved toward the next station. The passengers were quiet. They were safe. The guard who was hit, he was okay. Just a bad headache. Harding sat in the dining car. The train was moving. Click, clack. Click, clack. The sound was calm again. It was a lullaby. Mr. Evans brought Harding a cup of coffee. So, Detective, Evans said. He sat down. You solved it. Yes, Harding said. Your count. 101 people. You were right. You counted the 2 fake cops. Harding drank the coffee. It was hot. No, Mr. Evans, Harding said. My count was wrong. Wrong. But 100. Then 101. It was simple, Harding said. The numbers were always simple. I did not trust them. He looked out the window. The darkness was moving past. 100 people entered the tunnel, Harding said. Yes. Mrs. Croft. She climbed down the hatch. She left the train. Now we have 99 people. Yes. Then, the 2 fake cops, Marks and Allen, they climbed up the hatch. They got on the train. Evans's eyes went wide. 99 plus 2, Evans whispered. 101, Harding said. He looked at his empty cup. The count was correct. 100 entered. 101 exited. There was no ghost. No magic. Just bad people. Harding sighed. He was very tired. The Midnight Express was a good train. It was a safe train. The tunnel was just a tunnel. The mystery was not the train. The mystery was always the people. Harding closed his eyes. The train rushed on. Click-clack. 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 He listened to the sound, and he rested.